Gonna do a quick video. I was supposed to do it earlier, a little longer, but I got tied up fixing my wife's dryer. Finally got the part to make it run. Now here we go. Now we got trains running. We're gonna run some. We got 2 loops running. We're gonna try doing for the others after I get things straightened out here. We're gonna call this the early days of the Delaware and Hudson. We got Lehigh Valley Power GP 38s and U-boats. These were custom painted, by the way, because I know that these GP 38s are not freaking factory paint. Number boards are all numbered. And we got on that the track closest to us is the Lehigh Valley, and the track towards the yard is the one with the Delaware and Hudson. Right now we can't use the computer that's meant for the live video because the camera and microphone's locking up where it won't operate on the computer. And that's a gaming computer, just so you know. We got our other coal hoppers ready to be loaded with coal loads made from coal slag and glue and cardboard. Well, thank you for the thumbs up, whoever you are out there, and thank you for the 21 viewers. Within a couple weeks, if I can get things going the way I want it, I'm going to be seeing 5 trains instead of just 2 running. And just so, if anybody understands about the covered center flow hopper car, that was just meant as a joke. Because I saw an actual real center flow covered hopper on CSX that had a dump trump, and I had the idea. Actually, I have a dump trump center flow hopper in Enskill in the Berkshire East. I did it with a freaking black marker. There's my Lino Frisco GP9. Actually, it's a 7. And I actually have one of them in Enskill now. The 2 U-boats are Atherton blue boxes. They run pretty good with those GP38s. Thank God. If anybody wants to, come on in, say hello, ask questions. Be free to interact with you guys if you like. We're running a C420, not the Canadian version, but the real North American version, an RS-36 and an RS-2, all in Delaware and Hudson. And white Delaware and Hudson RS-2 is in black. That was their old paint scheme compared to the lightning stripe with the gray and blue. And the Delaware and Hudson, other than Union Pacific, actually ran Challengers up the Arafat grade out there in this part of southern tier New York and through Pennsylvania because of the steep, hard grades. The diesels did better back down the road, back when the Arafat division was still in operation until it was taken out by Timothy Mellon, unfortunately. They were using it until the Baldwin Tunnel was redone over to accommodate high and wide loads. If that guy's name, if I read it correctly, was Victor. Good afternoon, good evening to you. I can't get any shots down where the furnace is, because as soon as I go down there, my internet signal drops. It starts buffering, so there's no chance of getting any video down by Thornton Junction. Kids above me, I don't care. Kids are going to be kids. Well, that's the best we're going to give you for Thornton Junction. Yeah, gonna get this all straightened out when the time comes. So when 7 o'clock hits, this live video stream will end, but I will try to bring back one tomorrow, just to give you guys a heads up, as long as I'm able to do it, because I gotta do my windows at both of the Burger Kings in Pittsfield here. If anybody's interested in sending gifts of fan mail to my YouTube channel, it's Dave Hover, P.O. Box 1744, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 01202, 1744. So if you got any, gifts you want to send me, fan mail letters, I'll be happy to accept it. And if you're lucky, I might even show the opening of any gifts that come. Okay, to do it like, classic model trains and, Dave Scott there at Scott Rails. I highly recommend those channels, by the way. Two of the best YouTubers in the model railroad and field. And Dave Scott, he's Scottish and a pretty cool dude, by the way, in my book. It reminds me of Scotty, from Star Trek. Them freaking updates. It's getting close to 7 o'clock. See the coal hoppers on that drawer thing? That's the next set of cars I'm going to be loading up with coal loads. Someday, if you guys are lucky, I might be able to get to pit number 3 there and do some train filming of the backside of the layout someday. So this whole layout, all 5 of the tracks go right around the back of that washer and dryer. And so far, this layout has never interfered with getting that dryer or washer fixed. Hey, Jeff's Trans World and HO and O Gauge. I say, what's up too? Good to hear from you. And if anybody wants, if anybody wants another type of gifts, that I'll take anything as long as it's train related, books, pictures, even HO and N scale trains. Those are the 2 scales I collect. So if anybody wants to send me a gift, be free to. Even if it's like broken parts off of locomotives and cars in HO scale, I could always use a bunch of them because a lot of my equipment is old and could break at any time. And I try to keep the old stuff going with the new stuff. I like the old stuff compared to everybody likes today because the newer stuff looks more prototypical, to be honest with you. And I have a few pieces of newer rolling stock and I like it, but some of it doesn't run on my layout too well. Hey, nice pass by with both trains. One train here's got GE and EMD, and the other's got an all Elco Delight. And I still run cabooses. Nobody knows what a caboose is. What's up, August? Good to hear from you. Good to have you in. Yeah, I know. I've been saying I do a live video feed, and the dryer is what held me up from doing it. That's the dryer with the Frisco GP9 on there, or 7, or whatever you want to call it. I had to get a new coil pack and then a fuse just to get it working. Finally got it done. Put the dryer back together, pushed it back in, and I'm happy to have my train room back to the way it is. It's a little neater than it's been. Now, these pipes here are not dangerous. They are all sealed with special materials, not the asbestos, because the asbestos is underneath the sealed material. And this is one of those 100-year-old houses. Yeah, this layout is not big; it's huge because it covers. This is all the main table here. Goes all the way. I'm trying not to do this, cause anybody to get motion sickness. Goes around the back of the washer and dryer. It comes down. This is, forgive the mess, I'm still cleaning up here. This is the freight yard. This upper section has been a big protest against one of my people that helped me with this layout because he's not happy. He can't get into his yard. But that's starting to unfaze him. And to anybody's a Tyco fan, these are the old tractors you'd get in a Tyco train set. Hey, I got Dave. I'd like to see Dave Scott get one of these Y6Bs there in River Rossi. They're pretty cool. Thank you for the compliment there, August. So they said this is all being cleaned up. It's just taking time. We don't have enough of it, unfortunately. This layout was originally 3 tracks back in the 90s. Then it went back to 2 tracks when I finally moved up to my present location, which I can't tell anybody because I don't want anybody showing up stalking me here. That the layout was in my son's room up on the 2nd floor. Then wound up being put in the basement, and then it just grew from there. Christmas Eve right to New Year's Eve is when the third track was put in. And then we put this upper level, was originally a branch line. Would curve this section over here would curve and connect in right here. Wanted to convert it to 2 tracks, and then got sick of running short trains on it, and wanted to put in the the 2 loops upper track all the way around, and now there's 5 tracks. I could run longer trains, but I'm not pushing it too much. Even got the Housatonic Railroad here. Give you a guy a show. Try to give you guys a peek. We have a GP35, a Cato, and a Walters Trainline GP15-1. And the Housatonic actually has 3 of those GP15s and 2 GP39-3s, which were converted GP35s that came from the BNSF. Hey, look at it. I even got Norfolk Southern. Yeah, I know. I ran out of room. I can't build nothing more on the layout. The Housatonic never even had F units. I'm doing a pair of them out for the passenger train. A lot of this stuff was stuff that was passed down by a great uncle. Most of it was my father's old collection, and then a lot of it I bought over the years. The mirrors, so you could get a general idea of the full in-depth of everything. I might even do a late video tonight too, so if I wind up cutting this short, because I got to look at the time, because I've got to pick my cousin up and meet somebody down at Great Barrington to pick up some trains that the guy's giving me. So, I'll probably be back and probably do a live video stream probably later this evening. So, and by the way, this is the cellar stairs. That's where the track goes through. I actually had a crazy thought. I was actually going to put a 6th track in, but it wasn't feasible, unfortunately. Yeah, it's been a hot, sticky day today. Tomorrow ain't supposed to be any better, and supposed to have thunderstorms. I sound like a weather forecaster here. Yeah, 5 is plenty. I fully agree there. Now, to anybody out here watching, if you want a good way of storing your trains in a basement, you get these drawer things. You see these drawers right here? That's how I store my trains. I actually had a problem where one of the tenants, her kids clogged the freaking storm, the sump pump up with their clothing and stuff, and the whole cellar flooded, and the water started getting deeper. Got up to about the drawers here, and none of the trains were wrecked, thank God. Back when I was a kid in the 70s, watching Penn Central self-destruct, the Delaware and Hudson was doing okay. They had their problems, but not as bad. I'll tell you, it was a nightmare. And then on top of it, we had a hole in the foundation on the downstairs side of the basement. I found the hole for the landlord and we got it fixed. That bridge way down by pit number 3 is actually a Line L truss bridge. Got it for $20 at the train show at the Big E, because the 2 bridges I had were not working too well. They were both Pola European kit bridges, and one of them was a little too high for the Bachmann Easy Track. So when the problems all went away, this cellar is about as bone dry as you could get. And by the way, it's about 20 to 30 degrees cooler down here than it is outside right now. I am currently running a Joe scale, but I have a 16 by 8 N scale layout called the Berkshire East. You could see videos of it in the playlist that's under model trains, I think. And I would run 4 generations of diesels. I do have a 3 pair. I have a 3 pair of SD80 Max, and only one of them operates pretty well on this railroad. The other 2 don't like the track, unfortunately. And all the track was rated for operations of both Big Boys, Y6Bs, and DD40s. All 5 of the tracks, I should say. Well, to that, I will be back later to start another live video feed, probably after 9 o'clock, give or take, depending if I'm not too tired. So I'm going to say good night. Have a good day, everybody. Peace out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification button. Hit the like button. Please do make a comment. And peace out, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening, and probably see you later tonight.